Good afternoon. My name is Ken Burrows. I'm the Channel Manager for VIX Verify, and we're very proud to be demonstrating our technology called greenID at Finovate in Hong Kong. VIX Verify has been around for a number of years, and when we first started in the identity verification space, most of the verifications we were doing were in the back office, where people would attach an application form with copies of an ID document and submit them to a company, and the company would actually verify the documents the best they could. A number of years ago, we started to provide electronic verification services where clients could actually connect a set of APIs to a registration form and verify credentials that the client was presenting to them. So they automated a lot of the process. In fact, one of our early adopters, a company called Ubank, presented that technology at Finovate in San Francisco about 4 years ago. But nowadays, what we're seeing, the trend in the industry, is that people actually want to onboard using ID documents such as a driver's license or a national ID card or a passport to really simplify the process. And what we're doing today is demonstrating how VIX Verify and greenID can do that process. There's three things I want you to take away from this presentation today. Firstly, that our technology is easy to use. Secondly, that it can help your customers on board very quickly. And thirdly, it will go a long way to meet your AML CTF legislative requirements, regardless of the jurisdiction. What we're going to do for the remainder of the session is a demonstration of greenID. The first thing to note is greenID, we provide you an SDK, and the SDK is embedded into your application process. The first thing we're enabling you to do is actually take the client to actually scan copies of an ID document. I'm using a New South Wales driver's license here, doing the back and the front of the driver's license, because there could be data on both of those documents. We're uploading the documents and extracting the data from the documents, and we're going to use that later on for data checking. The next thing the client is going to be asked to do is actually to do a selfie. The selfie will be used for a facial biometric check at a subsequent date. You can notice there I'm blinking. That's to prove that I'm alive. So far we've collected the data from the document and we've got a selfie. We're then going to extract the data and present it back to the client. And the client will be looking at that data to see whether or not it's accurate. It's really important that the data we extract from the document is accurate, because we're going to be checking that against some databases. So in this situation, we're getting my consent, and we're submitting that information for checking against the New South Wales RTA database, which is an Australian driver's licence database. And there's three things we're doing right now. Firstly, we're authenticating the document. We're making sure that it's a valid driver's licence. And by doing that, we're looking at security features of the driver's licence, making sure that the photograph hasn't been tampered. The second thing we're doing is we're checking the facial image that was provided by the client, the selfie, against the actual image extracted from the ID card. And the third thing is we're checking the data against the New South Wales database in real time. We can also do PEP and sanction checks and other databases you may require. If the document is authentic and the data is verified and the facial biometric checks out, the person will be verified. Normally this will take less than 2 minutes to complete this process. If one of the elements doesn't match, the application will go into a review state and you can make a decision as to what you want to do. And thirdly, if it's rejected, the process is the person to go through a normal process, which is normally a face-to-face verification. I can be demonstrating those on your cards if you would like to come to the booth in the exhibitor stand. I'm located at the far end, and thanks very much for your time this afternoon.